Hey, I'm Kristen Hawkins, President of Students for Life. And let you in on a little secret, something that even Planned Parenthood knows. Roe v. Wade is finished. But how do we get to a post-Roe America, and what will that look like? Let's answer the top 5 questions right now. First, how will Roe be reversed? Reversing Roe v. Wade and its companion case, Doe v. Bolton, which together legalized abortion in all 9 months for any reason, is not going to be an easy task. We need 5 justices on the Supreme Court willing to overturn the more than 4-decade-old ruling. And since the court hates to reverse itself because that means it has to admit it was wrong, many of us believe we actually need 6 or 7 justices willing to do the deed. Quite frankly, this is why the 2020 presidential election is going to be the most important of the pro-life generation's lifetime. Further, we're going to need a good challenge to Roe to be mounted. In addition to the Alabama, Georgia, and Missouri abortion bans, there are more than 20 current federal court cases related to abortion that legal experts say could be the basis for challenging Roe v. Wade. Second, when the Supreme Court overturns Roe, will abortion be banned throughout all America? Simply put, no. Reversing Roe and Doe will mean that the decision of abortion will go back to individual states, like how it was before 1973, when only a handful of states allowed abortion to be legal, while the majority of states did not. Already, several states have prepared for this day by passing trigger laws, making abortion either illegal or legal in their state once Roe falls. While the abortion industry likes to use the reversal of Roe as a scare tactic, most people don't actually think it's that scary at all. In fact, based on a recent poll commissioned by Students for Life's Institute for Pro-Life Advancement, 65% of millennials support the right to vote on abortion-related policy in their state, and they actually want to have a say on abortion policies. Third, what will happen to women in crisis who seek abortion, thinking it's their only option? Will they be put in jail? Before Roe, women were not jailed for obtaining illegal abortion. In fact, they were treated as how the pro-life movement treats them today, as the second victims of the abortion industry. The almost uniform state policy before Roe was that states targeted the abortionists, not women. There are only 2 cases in which a woman was charged in any state with participating in her own abortion. One from Pennsylvania in 1911 and from Texas in 1922. There's no documented case since 1922 in which a woman has been charged for having an abortion in the United States. Fourth, will women die from back alley abortions if Roe is reversed? No, they won't. Sadly, some women will die from abortions as they do now when it's illegal. But it's not going to be in the back alley. In fact, women didn't even die in back alley abortions before Roe. That was just a lie America was fed in the late 1960s and early 70s. Why? Because the abortion industry failed to make abortion palatable to the public. So they resorted to the frightening lie that thousands of women were dying from unsanitary back alley abortions. It was Bernard Nathanson, an abortionist and one of the founders of NARAL Pro-Choice America, who admitted that he helped fabricate the myth that 5,000 to 10,000 women a year were dying from back alley abortions. The reality? The Center for Disease Control, the CDC, figures on deaths caused by abortion, both legal and illegal, for those years immediately before Roe v. Wade were 90 deaths in 1970, 83 deaths in 1971, 90 deaths in 1972, 54 deaths in 1974, and 49 in 1975. Fifth, where will women turn when abortion is not available? They are going to turn to us. And we need to do more to be ready. When abortion is not an option, it's not going to be Planned Parenthood who suddenly starts helping women in crisis. Nah, there's no money in it for them. You see, reversing Roe and working state by state to make abortion legal is only one part of our strategy, of our mission. The other part is transforming our campuses, our communities, and workplaces to start supporting pregnant and parenting women in need. That truly makes abortion unthinkable. And that starts now, today. The pro-life movement has over 2,600 pregnancy care centers and maternity homes ready and willing to help any mother in crisis before and after the birth of her child. But we have to do more. We have to better market our resources, as well as government-funded resources that are already available and out there. Polls consistently show that Americans don't know where to turn if a woman in their life is facing an unplanned crisis pregnancy. We have to reverse that trend. Look, we hear this often. Making abortion illegal won't end abortion. And that's partially right. But reversing Roe, allowing states to pass pro-life laws and regulations, and making abortion illegal is an important part of abolishing abortion. It's up to us to ensure that every family is supported in choosing life. It's up to us to create a culture of life on campuses and workplaces and in our communities. It's up to us to make abortion unthinkable. This is going to be a long fight, and I'm ready for it. Because I know not only is this the pro-life generation, this is the post-Roe generation. We were born for this. Now let's be history makers.